Hello everybody, I'm the Classified Commander, and today I want to be talking about Battlefront 2. More specifically, I want to review Battlefront 2. So Star Wars Battlefront 2 is a second installment in EA's Battlefront series. It is very much similar to the first Battlefront, which I must say first, it has a striking resemblance to the first Battlefront, which I can say I'm not that big of a fan of. Very little has been done to change the game at all. There's 5 different multiplayer modes, and they added a campaign, which is very nice. So let's talk about the pros of this first. The pros, the campaign. One of the major parts that the first Battlefront installment was lacking was a good, solid campaign, and this Battlefront definitely delivers. Battlefront 2 has a great campaign, great mechanics, great storyline, all of that. It's a phenomenal campaign. Second thing they did very well is graphics. EA has always been on top of the graphics in any games. Battlefield 1, that had phenomenal graphics. Battlefront 1, that was phenomenal graphics as well, and they completely delivered here in Battlefront 2. So I love the graphics and the campaign in this game. But now let's move on to the cons. Cons is the multiplayer, honestly. They really don't have all that much from the last one. In Battlefront 1, there are 2 main campaign modes, and it's the same in Battlefront 2. Was their normal multiplayer and their, I believe it was Galactic Assault, something like that, or Starfighter Assault, where one's multiplayer, which is normal, boots on the ground, fighting. It's either Clone Army or Republic versus Separatists, or Empire versus Rebels, or First Order versus Rebels, whatever. So that's all the modes that are essentially the same. It's mostly like a domination mode, or like a mode where it's defend this objective, and you progress through the map that way. All their modes, you're progressing through the map. You're not staying in one certain location. You're constantly progressing through the map, which is really cool. I think that's cool, at least. But it's kind of just like the same, though. Like, all the mechanics of this new one are the same as the first one, other than you can edit your weapon classes, which is nice. One feature I do have to say, though, which is really nice about the new one, is the battle point system. So the battle point system works like this. You're fighting, all the points that you get in the game go towards your battle points. And when you get enough battle points, you can use a special hero character, which is really cool. So you don't have to run along and find the perk to become a hero. You can use your battle points to become a hero. Now, granted, to get really good heroes, you have to get a lot of battle points. And so that means you basically have to really be a really good player to get all these battle points. And another downside is, to get new heroes, you have to pay credits. And let's just say you earn about 350 credits per game, 350 credits per game. So not that much, and it's about, the cheaper ones are 10,000 credits, and the more expensive ones are 15,000 credits. So as you can see, microtransactions come in very handy here. Then you also have your crates, or basically your battle packs of Battlefront. You can pay money for those too if you want to get more cool stuff, more skins and stuff, more skins for your heroes to make them look different. But you don't really need the microtransactions. They're just kind of there. You almost need them, though, which is why I'm not a fan of them. Is that when a AAA game or a large game, EA is a large company, so when they make a game, you shouldn't have to pay for microtransactions to get the stuff that you want. It should give you the stuff that you want, especially if you pay. If you pre-order it or pay for the Deluxe Edition, you shouldn't be paying. If you're paying 60 or 80 bucks, you shouldn't have to pay more in microtransactions. That's ridiculous. But Battlefront, all around, it's just the same as Battlefront 1. Battlefront 2 is essentially the same as Battlefront 1. It's a few improvements here and there, like the hero system that I mentioned in the campaign. But that's really all it is. 60 bucks for this game. If you're a really big fan of the Star Wars series, I would go for it. But if you're just looking for a new first-person shooter, I would say no. Don't go for it. If you're just looking for a new fun first-person shooter to play, I would say wait till Black Friday and find a really good deal on some game on Xbox or PlayStation.
let's find a good deal on one of those games and go with one of those. I would say a more popular one, like if you don't have Fallout 4 yet, get Fallout 4. The new Wolfenstein game. I haven't played that, but it looks phenomenal. The new Call of Duty World War II. Go with something more popular and that people will play more. If you don't have Battlefield 1, I would highly recommend getting Battlefield 1. There's a lot of good games coming out, or a lot of games that are good games that are out that are coming up with really good deals. So I would say, if you're feeling skeptical about Battlefront 2, don't go for it. Don't go for it. I mean, unless you're a really big Star Wars fan, I would say don't go for it. I paid $60 because I thought it was going to be good, but it was not better than I expected, sadly. So I would just say save up your money, either buy a new game coming out next year or a game that's going on sale soon. Anyway, that is all the time I have for this video. Remember, if you liked it, to smash that like button. If you're not already, subscribe and hit the bell notification so you get alerts whenever I upload brand new, delicious content. And, like always, I hope I can see all of you gamers in the next briefing. This is the Classified Commander, signing off.